beginner workout today. You will need a small ball. If you don't have a small ball, you can always use a toilet roll. Not all exercises will be toilet roll friendly if that's what you're using. So then you can just put it aside and do it without. Okay, otherwise we're using small balls today. Hello, hello, welcome. Let's get ready to begin. Just make sure your microphones are muted at all times. All right, everybody. Hope everybody's feeling healthy and well and just ready to get to the mat and create this space and time to just be in your body, give it some good old natural medicine, and just to move, okay, and stretch and strengthen. So in today's class, we're going to be using a small ball. If you don't have a small ball, just grab a toilet roll. Like I said just now, toilet roll won't work for every exercise, but just do what you can, otherwise do the exercise without the ball. Using any props, apparatus, balls, bands, just we want to focus when we're using those tools to get that deeper activation, that deeper connection through the movement, okay? If you feel you feel it better without, do what feels good, okay? What you know works for you in your body. Make sure the mat is sticking up, you've got water and everything around you to make this a comfortable and enjoyable workout. Okay. So we're going to start laying down today, nice and easy. And we're going to place our small ball in between our knees. Remembering that the inner thighs are hugely connected to the pelvic floor, and we're always working with the pelvic floor in our Pilates exercises, okay? We want to really pull in and engage that deeper layer beneath the six-pack. Okay, so you want to work on sucking in that belly, drawing in, as if you want your belly button to pull in and touch your spine. Okay, so gently and slowly lower yourself down. Okay, flattening all gaps. Fist distance apart between the feet. You've got about a foot space between your glutes and heels. And then you're stretching out your arms, flattening all gaps on the mat. Centering yourself and just feeling the equal bony part weight connecting to the mat. I want you to just squeeze that ball, finding your inner thighs and gently relax. Find your breath and exhale, squeezing your ball. And then inhale through the nose, gently releasing that squeeze. Exhale, inner thigh, we're adducting the legs here, so we're squeezing. Try and think of popping that ball. Inhale, gentle release. Exhale, breath as we exert and squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Don't be afraid to make a noise when you breathe. Inhale. Oxygenating the body. Inhale, release. And exhale, squeeze that ball. So keeping the pelvis in neutral here. And exhale, squeeze. Not actually moving and tilting, just inner thigh activation and release. We do two more. Exhale. Inhale, release. You can make it as tense as you like here. Exhale. Now hold your last one, squeezing your ball, squeezing your roll. 10 out of 10 here. Hold that squeeze. And we're going to start little baby pulses of that ball, trying to squeeze it even more. So this inner thigh should be feeling it now already. Mine are. Keep going. I want you to inhale for 5 little little pulses. Think of 100. 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeezing. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going for 20 more. Little pulses. And make sure it's equal left and right load here. 10 more. We go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. Good. Well done. Moving into pelvic curls. First and foremost, Pilates exercise. So reaching those arms down long, fingertips open wide. Breathing in, activate those inner thighs, squeezing the ball. And now going from your neutral middle pelvis, you're going to start tilting the pelvis, elevating the pubic bone higher than the 2 hip bones. Drawing the navel in deeply, hollowing out that belly, and then rolling the hips up. You're rolling the spine and lifting it off the mat, one vertebra at a time. And then holding it here where you can be steady and comfortable. Arms are still reaching and there's no kinks in the wrists. Now while you hold it here, feel that you are not any lower back pain. And if so, drop a bit lower and get a deeper pelvic connection. Emphasize the pubic bone lifting higher than these 2 pointy hip bones on the side, your SISs, all right? Squeeze that glute to support you. Breathing in, holding it there, and exhale, slowly rolling it back down from the top of the spine, through to mid, lower, and then anchoring back down to your neutral pelvis. And then repeat, breathing in. Squeeze that ball, tilt and tuck, exhale, now soften that belly. If you can draw in and soften, you're now engaging that much deeper layer. Think of stretching out any wrinkles in the front of the hips here. Breathing in, hold it there. Can you draw the rib cage down with a deeper abdominal connection while elevating the hips up? So you're separating the 2 bony parts. You don't want to pop out and let those ribs go. Think of lifting hips and drawing ribs down. Hold it on the inhale. And then exhale again, rolling down one vertebra at a time. From the top down to the tailbone. Going into that spinal articulation. That is what we're doing. Exhale, curl and roll those hips up. Articulating the vertebrae up and off that mat one at a time. Inhale nice and high. Squeeze the glutes. Don't let it all be in the hamstrings. So again, it's the pubic bone elevation that's going to help you with that. And then exhale, rolling back down slowly. Slower is always more challenging because you've got to bring that control factor into the exercise. Otherwise, it's a lot more meaningless. One more now. We squeeze the ball. We tilt and tuck. Think of holding in your urine. It's those bladder muscles as well. Suck in that navel and roll the hips up on your exhale. Good. Reaching those fingertips now. Hold it there. Breathing in. Squeeze that ball. Hold it for 10 seconds. Squeezing the ball as tight as you can. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, holding it there. Exhale, roll down, bone by bone. All the way to neutral. Very nice. Anchoring that tailbone, keeping your neutral pelvis. Neutral is when these 2 hip bones are level. We're not arching, we're not tucking and imprinting, we're just in that comfortable middle center, okay? You want to feel that both your hip bones are equally heighted, that there's no little tilts and shifts happening, okay? Otherwise you want to pull in a line. If you have to hold a leveler across your 2 hips, you want to see that that water is nice and level, placed on the 2 hip bones. So squeezing your ball here, holding that inner thigh activation. You're going to lift your left foot off of the floor and extend your knee. Flex your foot, still squeezing your ball, and then release it down. Other side, extending your right knee, and then flexing your right foot. Squeezing the ball, don't let the inner thighs go, and then release. Again, exhale, knee extension, flexing of the foot, and bend. Okay? Good. And bring it in. Knee extension, foot flexion, in that foot flexion, making any ball adjustments if you need. Finding that stretch, but while you extend the knee, are you keeping the stability of the hips and pelvis? As you shift each side, it shouldn't affect the movement of the hips. Sorry, we've got one more to go here. Extending that knee, good, and then bending and releasing it down. Taking the ball, holding it to the ceiling. You're going to lift left leg up in tabletop. Good. From there, you're going to tap the knee, and then inhale, tap the toe. Knee tap, toe tap, okay? So all we're doing here is dropping the tabletop leg for our toe to tap the floor and lift up. But, very important, taking the arm and ball movement out of the equation here. This movement is coming from the hip. So your knee joint is stable. Imagine holding a tennis ball under the knee. You can even place the ball there. Feel that you're not squeezing the ball. It's a little bit more challenging if you do this option. Feel that you're not squeezing the ball, but you're not dropping it either. So you're actually keeping your knee still and moving from your hip joint. Why do we do something like this? Because this teaches you how to dissociate between your bony parts, keeping one joint steady and working and moving through another. Okay, notice what happens if you're trying this ball to knee option. Okay, good. 3 more, inhale, exhale. Last one, and change. Good. Other leg up to tabletop. Nice and steady. Inhale, exhale, tapping and lifting. So you can have your arms open wide or alongside your body, okay? Up to you. Again, the hips and pelvis are staying level in their neutral position. We're not squashing the ball further or releasing it that it's going to fall. We're holding one consistent pressure on the ball and moving now from that right hip socket. Good. If you want to do that tapping knee option, that's quite fine. Adding a little bit of arms with that dissociation. But you really want to understand what you're doing here and get it right. And if it's all easy and you've got it, you can add your moves and add your cohort and correct your breathing through your movement. Okay, 3 more. Inhale as you tap the floor. Exhale to lift. Last one. Good. And then take that ball, place it down. Ball goes back in between the knees. Option 1, keep your feet on the floor. Option 2, a little bit more challenging, tabletop legs. Challenging and on the lower spine. If you've got any pain, discomfort, or issues going on in the lower back currently, rather keep your feet on the floor. If you don't quite have the core strength and you tend to arch your spine up when you lift both legs in tabletop, then rather keep your feet on the floor as well. If you can maintain the core connection, keep nice and steady, keeping that spine pressed into the mat as you lift your legs up in tabletop securely and comfortably, then go for option 2, okay? Arms are at your sides, palms are facing up. Breathing in now, you've got to keep your shoulder blades anchored to your mat as you tilt and rotate your pelvis to the side. Exhale, pull your spine back to the center and pause there as you imprint it into the mat. Inhale, you're going to twist the spine over to the other side now. Don't worry about how far you twist, that's not important. Shoulder blades stay on the mat. Exhale, bring it back to center. So if you're doing it with your feet on the floor, it's just going to be like that. One foot will actually lift up off the floor because you're trying to mirror the other leg. Okay, so you've got to stay strictly mirroring. Same space between feet, same space between ball. So you get that nice twist and rotation, but also that oblique activation. This is the first exercise where we start introducing that rotation, but only if you can keep the stability and control. Very important to build you up to more challenging exercises. You're keeping the inner thighs active here, squeezing a bit of ball, and especially if your legs are up in tabletop, make sure you're not sliding your knees forward and backwards on that ball. You're keeping your knees pinned in one place, pulling your ribcage down. We've got 4 more to go. Exhale, imprint spine center. Inhale, tilting over. Exhale, pull to center, and one more each side. Inhale. Exhale, pull back. Last one. Centering it now, good, and releasing those hands back down. I want you to support yourself up to a seated position. Okay? And if you have a tight hamstring or tight back, you feel comfortable to sit on a little cushion or a little block, that's what you're going to do here. If not, you can always modify that, not sitting on a cushion but slightly bending your knees. But what's important is you don't be in this position. Okay? You need to lift up through the spine. So sometimes in straight legs, you can't get that lift in the spine because of the tightness. And just by bending the knees, you're going to get that loosening outlet back to get more range, lift up nice and straight to be able to hold it there. If you can keep that flat back and still stretch your legs, excellent. So I want you to squeeze the ball, put it in between your knees or just above your knees. Draw your legs closely together so you're feeling that inner thighs. If your knees are bent, it's going to be about there, but there's still that inner thigh factor, squeezing, squeezing, squeezing to ball. Option one is your arms in a T position. It's a lot easier on the neck and the shoulders. If you really want to go a little bit more deeper into it, you're going to place your hands, fingertips just behind your head. And here you've got to really relax the shoulders. Find more of an activation in your mid and lower tracts, which means imagine your shoulder blades melting down your spine rather than struggling up to your earlobes, okay? So drawing them down, breathing in, holding it there, squeezing your inner thighs whether your knees are bent or straight. The spotlight is on your tummy. You've got to exhale, rotate, so you're going to take that right elbow as far back as you can. Twisting the spine, go for 2 pulses. And then inhale, return your spine to center. Again, inhale, relieve that left elbow, taking that left elbow and shoulder back as far as you can. 2 pulses further, and inhale, center. And you got to stay squeezing your ball without shortening and drawing one leg back, so both legs stay the same length. 2 pulses. Inhale, center. Grow taller, stretching through the back of your neck and crown. Left elbow back, 2 pulses. Inhale, center, carry sit taller. 1 more each side. Melting your shoulders down your spine, stretching your legs if you can. Inhale over to the last side. We twist, 2 pulses. And bring it back to center. Well done. Hands on your ball, whether your knees are bent or straight. Nod your chin and start rolling forward to stretch. As far forward as you can. Doing the stretch with bent knees and with straight legs is different, okay? Here, straight legs, you can feel hamstring. Loosen the knees, go further into it, you're going to feel spine stretch. Whichever is tighter, do more of that one. If it's both, do both. And listen to your body in these movements and what feels good. And remember those ones you feel, oh, this is a good one, I need this. And keep doing it, not only online. Okay, good, good, good. From there, we're going to bend the knees again. So just as we did those tilts in the beginning, laying down on our spine before we lifted and rolled the hips up into the pelvic curl, we're going to do that in a seated position. And it's not about throwing yourself back and getting the head and shoulders back. It's about actually just creating movement in the lower spine. Okay, it's that little tilt and tuck in the lower spine. So we're isolating that lower pelvic and lower back movement without moving into the mid and upper back, without leaning the shoulders and head back. Okay, so if my spine is a straight line right now, we want to think of the letter J, where we just curve and tilt the bottom of the spine. So breathing in, holding your ball above you, relax your shoulders. Exhale, tuck in your belly and tuck your tailbone as you just tilt the hips slightly back. Good. And then inhale, roll back up onto your sit bones, lengthen through your spine, lengthen through your crown. Feel that you're on your 2 sit bones, okay? You can feel it on the body parts, equally weighted, both sides. Now, when you've tilted, you don't know you've tilted enough. If you've tucked in below your navel, you've just rolled off those two sit bones. Okay, more into bum cheek, going more to tailbone. Not too far, just that little tilt. Tucking below the belly even more. And then inhale, roll back up onto those sit bones. And then if you can gather that movement through that pelvic floor activation, that's when you're going to start creating that lower back movement. And remember that lower back can sometimes be so tight and stuck. And those lower back muscles can become so tight and fibrous. So it's important to know how to just engage deeply into the pelvic floor muscles to invite some movement into the lower spine, start opening up in that little back, in that back. Okay, good. Just tuck and lift. If you've got that movement, try and breathe with it. Notice the difference. When you exhaling, drawing in, it helps to exhale as you suck in the belly. Inhale, back up tall. 5 more. Exhale. Inhale up on the sit bones. Exhale. Breathe in. Lift up. We do 2 more. Breathing up tall. Let's add a twist. Tilt, hold the twist. We go left shoulder, left elbow back with the ball and return to center. We're still holding the tilt, still tucking in the belly here, just with those sit bones. Left side again. Inhale, twist, and exhale. Think of a bow and arrow here. Pull back that bow and arrow. Inhaling, exhale, release. Can you do this movement without moving your knees, without moving your hips? Making that twist and rotation come from the torso, not just the arm pulling back, it's actual rotation of your upper spine. 3 more. Twist and pull without letting your tummy go. There should be no lower back strain here. 1 more time. Inhale, pull. Twist a bit further. Elbow stretches back. Fingertips reach forward and release it. Inhale up onto those sit bones. Soften your shoulders. And exhale, roll back off those sit bones. Over to right side now. Right side rotating. We inhale, twist, right elbow back, right shoulder back, left finger stretching forward. Exhale, center. So do this rotation of your upper girdle without moving your lower girdle. So the base is staying steady. Hips, knees, as we twist into the upper spine. That's it. Inhale, twist, rotate, elbow, shoulder back. Exhale, and again. Exhale, release. That's it. Breathing in, keep the control. Good. Challenge yourself by lowering deeper into it, otherwise lifting a bit high to make it easier. 1 more. Hold that bow and arrow. Pick up the elbow, twist. Stretch those fingertips away from you and release it to center, lifting yourself up. Well done. Feet together in this little butterfly froggy position just to release the hips. And then little bounces, little rocks, just moving through the hip joint. Okay, I want you to think of lifting up the posture, nice flat back, and pushing forward through the hips. Just listen to your body, keep to your own range. Hands either on your feet, ankles, or shins. And then when you feel ready and comfortable, try and go for the elbows onto the shins. See if you can join the hands, okay? And then pull the elbows back into the knees, even if your hands separate to get a deeper stretch. Try and flatten your back, lifting your chest up here. Nice flat back. Good. Little tiny pulses rocking there. Relaxing the hips open. You don't want to stretch into the inner thighs and feel you actually tensing the hips. You've got to let those knees comfortably relax open and then find where's the real range, where do I need to stretch it. Good. And then place your hands on the floor and see if you can reach further into it. If you get better feedback by holding on your feet, then go for it. See how close you can get your nose to the mat in that stretch. See if both your elbows can touch the floor. Otherwise, keep them on the shins. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll that spine back up. Good. Straightening your legs here. Again, if you need to sit up on a block, do so. Up tall, breathe in. I want you to reach and roll that ball as far as you can. If you can go past the feet, flexing those toes up all the way around and up, excellent. If not, don't stress. You can just go to where you can, reach as far as you can, rolling over the legs and then back up. And feel yourself loosening up with each one you do. You've got to keep your feet together. You've got to keep them equally lengthened. Up, tall spine, exhale, forward, over, round, down, and up. Okay, now really lengthen through the spine, through the hamstrings, trying to reach a bit further into it. And then lifting and rolling up again. Inhales here, exhale, flex, reach, rolling across. Don't worry where your mark is, but wherever your mark is, maintain your mark. Each roll, you meet that mark or you go past that mark and make a new mark. Yes, breathe in, exhale. And if you're going past the feet or you're getting close to the feet, try and get that flexion happening through the feet. It's really going to make you progress deeper into that stretch, okay? I'm going to go one more time around. Breathing in and exhale. Good. And release it. Well done. Okay, this next one, if you're using the toilet roll, not the ball, you definitely want to do this one without, okay? Rather than take a little cushion, or you can take another mat, roll it up just like this and place it behind you. Or if you have a foam roller at home, you can pretty much use the same thing. You're going to bend your knees and you're going to gently lower yourself down where the ball is placed at the base of the shoulder blades, okay? So for the ladies, it's about just above the bra strap line, more or less. Okay? Where your posture tends to round or slouch the most, that's where you want the ball, okay? So we can iron out that curve, get you from a flexed spine to more of an extended spine and iron out the curves. So gently place it in the correct place, and then inhale, just gently lower yourself down, support your head and neck, and then see, leading from the balls, vertebrae that are connected to the spine. Place that next vertebra on the ball as you lengthen over and back, okay? Don't lift the chin to land your head. You want to elongate the back of the neck and actually open up the chest and spine. If you can't land your head on the mat, you can stay with your hands there supporting. Try open your elbows wide and just find a stretch. Now that I'm down, I can feel I actually need my ball a little niggle higher. So just make your necessary shifts and adjustments where it's not strenuous and it's more emphasized as a relief posture and position. And if you don't mind squishing your toilet roll, you could do this with the toilet roll too, okay? And then just cactus your arms here. Nice 90 degrees. Open up the chest and shoulders. Good. Breathing. Think of expanding the ribcage with your breath. Those muscles, those intercostal muscles between the rib bones are only getting utilized through nice deep breathing. If that breath is shallow and so small and hollow, then you're not even going to be stretching and moving into those muscles. So open up, make some space. And exhale. Your capacity of your intake breath needs to match the capacity of your out breath. So that's up to you to make sure you're keeping that nice and equal. One more, breathing in. And exhale. Good. Interlacing your fingers behind your head, supporting the base of your skull.
Hover your elbows up slightly in the corners of your eyes, and then pick your head up and start lifting that chest to hover. So what I want you to think of here is you leaning on the ball to support your weight, but imagine yourself trying to make yourself light on your ball, not 100% weight dropping. Think about 50% of your weight on that ball to support 50% of your weight contracted, holding in your abdominals, lifting you up. Now concentrate that you're not taking this into the neck, that your hands in your head can really support and help you relax your neck. That this is all supporting you to help find and feel a deeper abdominal connection. So I just want you to keep tucking in your belly and try and take your 50% weight on your ball to a 30% weight or a 20% weight with your exhales, little baby crunches lifting up. And it's not never the chin poking up. That space stays the same all the time. It's the breastbone lifting as the spine flexes. Okay? And what muscles function is responsible for that? It's the six-pack muscles. It's our pure abdominals. So you want to be in the exact position that just with a few small crunches here, you actually feel your stomach start burning and working almost instantaneously. Okay? These never get old. You can do them every day, all the time. They challenge you no matter what. Isn't that amazing? Exhale and inhale. Use that exhale breath for the crunch. Inhale, exhale. Good. Let's do 4 more here. 3, head is weighted in the hands. 0 tension in the neck. Last one, and maintain the crunch. Hold it there. Reach your arms long. You know, imagine reaching to touch your ankles, taking that 50% weight to 10%. Good. Think of taking your rib cage to your hips as you crunch up. 10, 9, 8. Light weight on the ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the head. Inhale, stretch out those abdominals, lengthening back up over your ball. Open those elbows wide. And let's take it back to those deep inhale breaths. Breathing in. Stretching deeper into an exhale. One more wide. And exhale. Excellent. Lengthen out those legs now. If you need a little cushion underneath you here, prop yourself. And then lengthen out those arms. Lift your head, chest as you lower your arms to your legs. Place those feet and legs together. I want you to peel your spine up super slow because you don't want your ball to move. And then stretch forward, touch those toes. Exhale, roll back down slowly. Good. Inhale, arms to ears. Head, chest up, fingers reaching forward. Then roll up. If this is too much, just do the crunches we did previously. Soften those shoulders so the abdominals get stronger before we roll up. Listening to your neck and spine through a movement like this because it is technically an intermediate exercise during the roll up, okay? But it becomes a bit easier with the support of the ball here, helping us lift halfway. Squeeze those inner thighs and lift up from there, finding your strength. Good. And roll back down. We're going to do 3 more. That ball shouldn't be moving along. Arms with ears. You don't have to go too far. Your space is your own. Exhale, rolling down. Good. Stretching forward. And then rolling yourself up. Remove that ball and gently lay back down all the way onto your spine. Okay, very good, everybody. Let's keep going. So, we're going to do some single leg circles now, holding the ball to the ceiling again without elevating the shoulders. Pelvis is stable and neutral. Without those hips moving, float your tabletop leg up to the ceiling. Now, keeping the level hips still, you're going to stretch that knee and thigh. Even if you can't fully extend your knee, even if your straight leg has to be lowered slightly, or if your leg is all the way up to the ceiling, perpendicular and straight, it's fine. Okay? Tiny circles, look at the ball you're holding. The size of the circle you're doing is as small as your ball, maybe slightly bigger if you can keep your pelvis steady and your right knee still. Good. Lengthen your leg as best you can. So I want you to use your thigh muscles. You've got to work on stretching out these legs and seeing how those legs and quads are connected to the hips, tummy, and core. Changing direction here. I would prefer you do smaller, slower circles so that you're doing them correctly and controlling it. It's not the ankle circling, it's the hip circling. Knee joint doesn't move, foot, ankle doesn't move. Good. 3 more. Stretch your leg as long as you can. 1 more. Lovely. Bend your knee to release it and place it down. Pelvis is still in neutral and you're controlling that throughout. Floating the other leg to tabletop. Extending that leg nice and long wherever your longest, strongest, straightest leg is. Ready to circle with the most steady pelvis. Don't bend the knee. More, just to do the circle. You hold the straightest knee you can. And you maintain the straightest knee you can. Even if it's semi-bent, you've got to maintain your semi-bent, not bend it more. Good, and then feel the work that is there, that comes in such a basic movement. When you concentrate on what you're doing, it becomes a lot more challenging. 1 more circle and we change direction. Good. Keeping your left knee stable as you circle the right leg. Remember, you're not circling with your right ankle or your right knee, you're moving in that hip socket. You're stretching your leg as best you can, that right thigh is working. Good. 3 more. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Bend that knee and place it down. Good. Deep breath in, lift 1 leg up to tabletop. Pelvis stays neutral. Other leg up in tabletop. Inhale, prepare. Chest up. Extend right leg, aligning your toes. And inhale, exhale, change. Good. You don't have to lift your chest up if you want to just get the leg movement. If you feel confident and comfortable to lift your chest up as well, you can. Or you can just pass that ball underneath your knees and hamstrings. We've got 8 more, not too fast. Keep your shoulder blades off of that mat using your abdominals, not the neck. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Join those legs and place your chest back down to the mat. Ball to the floor, both feet on the ball. So this is definitely one of those exercises. If you've got that toilet roll, this is a no-go. Just do it with your feet on the floor. For those of you that do have this ball, this is going to be quite challenging. If you find you're not quite 100% with your pelvic curls, the first exercise we did, then don't do this with the ball. Rather put your feet on the mat. You want to try challenge yourself and feel now that side, changing the ground the feet are on, making it unstable, really places more challenge and load on the exercise. Then do it with me, but we'll start easy, we'll start small. So deep breath in, neutral pelvis, we're going to just tilt, lifting pubic bone and dropping down. Okay. Can we keep the ball steady? Can we keep our feet steady, placed on that ball? Can we keep those knees just alongside without opening them up? Can we create movement through our lower spines, engaging our pelvic floor? You may feel much more hamstring or much more glutes with your feet on the ball, and just go for it, okay? So let's see if we can lift up a bit higher, keeping steady ball and rolling back down. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, lifting, inhale, lowering. But you've got to scoop up one vertebra at a time, roll down one vertebra at a time, okay? That little scoop is so important. You scoop, then lift, and you lower, and then release the scoop, okay? That scoop keeps you out of any lower back strain. 5 more. Exhale, scoop and lift. Can you lift the hips up without your knees opening? 3 more. Good. 1 more. Hold the hips and bum up off the floor. Doesn't matter how high you're lifting, just hover. Lift the pubic bone a little bit higher than those hip bones. Squeeze, hold, steady. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently down. Good. Little sneaky there. Okay. I want you to put your right foot on the ball. Left leg in tabletop. Now, because right foot's on the ball, it's got to stay still. Left leg, how straight can you straighten it? 10 to 45 degrees and make it as straight as can be. Hands on your hips, those hips are not moving. I want you to lower and lift your left leg. Maybe it's a small lift and lower just there. Maybe you can take your leg all the way down and lift it all the way up. Okay? Whatever range you're doing, it's quite fun. But you've got to do whatever range you're doing with a straight left leg. And your right leg is not moving. And your hips are staying level. So there's a lot of control and concentration happening here. It's not so simple. But very important that left leg is straight. Even if you just do a few reps, okay? We need to get stronger here. 5 more. 4. 3, 2, and 1. Bend your tabletop and release down. Left foot onto ball. Steady and stable. Right leg floating up to tabletop. From there, where can you take your right leg? That it can hold its stability, maintaining an extended straight knee and leg. From there, lower and lift, moving through your right hip. Even if it's small, lower and lift. Okay, but your legs got to be straight. Hips have got to be neutral. Left knee is steady. Foot is not moving. Ball is not moving. Unless you can go a little bit more further, but only if you're still keeping that stability and control. Good. Hips are steady. Knee steady. Hips steady. Everything steady. Control is so important in your movements. It changes the whole movement just by you controlling it. Good. Notice the differences on your sides in something like this. We're going to go for 3 more. Good. Bringing it up. Bend that knee and place it down. Very, very good. All in between the knees here. Going onto your sides. Laying on your side, bottom arm. I'm laying on my left side now. Laying on the left arm. Feet together, ball in between the ankles, nice and steady. Now what's so important with the side lying is that you're in a straight line. So use your mat. Look at the space between your body and the mat and that it's the same from the top to the bottom. If you know you struggle with your core strength or your lower back pain or stability, then just pick up the legs and place the feet at the front corner of the mat. Okay? If you want to go a little bit more challenged, then you want that straight line. And it's not easy to balance on the straight line. You square on that hip bone. It's even a little bit uncomfortable if you need thick enough mat. It's not too sore on the bony parts. But that perpendicular hip to the mat needs to stay there. You don't want to roll that hip back, that right hip back and forward. Same thing, you don't want to roll forward or backwards. So you've got to maintain your alignment in your two planes of glass on your side. This is your cheat hand. Okay, it makes it so much easier for you using the hand, but still those hips stay stacked. Now grow your two longest legs while squeezing a little bit of ball, long legs out of the hip sockets. And then hover them up, just float and feel, okay, can I balance, can I hold half of my weight without rolling the hips forward and backwards? And then once you've got that, we begin the exercise. So inhale, we hover the legs back down. Exhale, lift them up. Inhale, hover lower. Exhale, lift. Okay? You don't want to feel that you have to roll your hips back in order to lift. And strictly staying on our side like this, anatomically, you can't lift your legs up too high. So it's not about a height thing here. Tucking your belly, slightly tucking your tailbone as you lift up. 5 more. Exhale on the lift, inhale lower. Two more. Last one, hold those legs up there 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest those legs down. Nice stuff. Roll the ball up to your hand and place your right hand on the ball. Keeping it nice and stable there. You've got all that hand to wobble. Stabilize your shoulder and keep it steady. So just hover up your right leg in line with your hip. And all you're going to do is go into tiny circles. So these circles are the size of this ball again. You're going to notice your hips are going to move forwards and backwards. And that's the challenge here. Isolate the movement as you circle your leg from that hip socket. Feel how you've got to press and connect your left foot into the mat to help stabilize you here. Good. Now change direction. Circling back, but keep it small. Keep it round. Try not going to some triangles or ovals. They're nice round circles, full range. Good, hips are stacked. 2 more. Last circle. And rest it. Excellent. Let's go to the other side. Ball in between the ankles. Leg on your side, palm facing up. First and foremost, look at your position. You're set up. You want to be straight, aligned, and correct. Palm is facing up. Here's the hand helping support you, keeping those hips stacked. Only if you need a little compensation, take your feet to the front corner, a little bit easier. Otherwise, straight line with the body. Tucking in your belly, lengthen your legs out of the hip socket, and then exhale, float them up off the mat, just to hover. Inhale, drop down, hovering, exhale, lift. Exhale, inhale. Lift and lower. Exhale, inhale. On that hip bone. Good. Steady, steady. 5 more. Don't collapse on your mat. You're still hovering. There's that constant tension, that constant activation. 2 more to go. Last one, hold it there.
Balance, tucking that pelvic floor. 3, 2, 1. Rest those legs down. Rolling your ball up into your left hand. Keep it steady. Stabilize your left shoulder. No movement of the ball. Floating your left leg up in line with the hips. We're just going to circle that leg. Inhale, exhale. Small circles. Pay attention to your hips here. There's no point in that circle's range going further when we're falling forwards, backwards. And just by staying stable and doing that small circle, you're going to start feeling the right kind of glute work happening. Deeper, shorter, smaller muscles that help stabilize the base of your spine. One more and change direction. Good. Control, control, control. Stay present with what you're doing in your body and feeling the stacked hips. Good. Otherwise, smaller circle, no knee bending. Good. 3 more. Last one. And rest it. Excellent. Lifting yourself up here from this position, placing the ball in between your knees, and then lowering yourself onto your forearms. Tucking in your belly, keeping nice and steady. I want you to lift your legs up into the top. Now, in this position, roll your shoulders back and open up your chest, okay? And then just see if you can tilt and gently rock your hips side to side. So you almost want to feel as if you're massaging your lower back, more your sacrum and your tailbone, and the top of your bum cheeks into the mat here. See that you're relaxing the top of your bum cheeks as you press into them and just loosen up around the base of your spine. If you can feel any tight muscles between the mat and your body, let's press onto that little area, rolling it out. Good, just a little tilt side to side, 4. Good, and then center it, lowering your feet down, and then lifting yourself up. Good stuff, everybody, well done. Let's take it into a couple of nice deep stretches before we finish up tonight, okay? So step 1, let's start with straight legs, sitting up nice and tall. Again, if you want to sit on your block or your cushion, prop yourself up depending on your flexibility. Think of your leg as a shoelace, lift it up and take your right foot to your left hip. Okay, there's the shoelace. Breathe in, listen to your hips. If it's really hurting the right hip there, then take it to the knee, not the hip. You can get that foot to the hip though, take it there, right? And then lift your spine up even taller and melt it down and forward. Okay, you're gonna hold that stretch. You can reach your foot anywhere close to it, flex the foot up, finding a deeper stretch. Deep breaths here now. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. And through each exhale breath, see if you can just deepen your stretch. This is quite a deep hip release. It could get uncomfortable quite soon. Just try and stick it out a few more seconds. Good, and release it, lift it up. Left foot, grab that foot, take the left heel to the right hip. Otherwise, place the left heel at the right knee if it's too much in the left hip. Up nice and tall, inhaling, exhale, stretch it forward. Feel the differences on your side. I can personally feel the side tighter for me. See where you can reach to without overstraining yourself. It's not about straining. Find a comfortable position where you feel stretch, but you can hold it, you can maintain it. Breathe into the body. Let's make more space in our bodies. As we release any tension, we're holding so much in the hips, we're sitting so much. Good, and release it. With your feet slightly apart, hands back, just roll your feet in and out, and see how close you can drop your toes to the mat. Look at the range on both sides. Is it the same? What do you notice? Good, legs together, breathe in, lift those arms up, circle them on your inhale, and forward fold over. Even if you're sitting on your block here, and if you don't have that block, need a little knee bend, that's fine. You can reach for your feet, try your best to flex those feet. And just hold it here. Try and soften in the stretch and get a little bit deeper into it, dropping a little bit lower. Inhales through the nose. Good, and then bending the knees, hands at your sides. Breathing in, roll your shoulders back as you open your chest, as you open your heart, tucking your tummy, roll those hips up into the table position and hold it here. So you're squeezing your bum and you're tucking in your navel as you lift your pubic bone, supporting your lower back. Slightly your head is back just a bit, there's no wrinkles in the back of the neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly lowering the body down. We're going to go into that glute stretch. Just swing one leg back behind you. Coming up onto those hands here, lengthen the back leg, squaring both hips to face forward. Okay? Open up the front knee if you want a deeper stretch. Otherwise, try and just stretch that leg back behind you as you get your pubic bone closer to the mat. Only if both hips are square and forward. Okay? So maybe some of you are stretching here and feeling a deep stretch. That's perfect. Okay, you're doing it. You're stretching. Listen to your body. Stay with your own range. Don't strain through your stretches. Lift your chest, breathe in. Exhale, melt down to the mat and just stay there for a few seconds. Inhale. And then support yourself back up and change your legs. Lifting up those hips. Left knee comes forward. Square the hips. Inhale, lengthen that right leg back. Inhale, lift up that chest. Exhale, melt that heart and spine down. Slowly lifting yourself up onto your hands and knees. Cat stretch. So shoulders are over your wrists, hips over your knees. Create movement through the spine. Exhale, flexing round spine up like a rainbow. Protracting your shoulder blades. So spread them apart as you push the floor away from you. Tuck your tailbone and tucking the tummy. And then inhale, reverse that curl going into extension. So lift your heart, head, chest, draw your shoulders down and away and slightly stick the tailbone out. Inhale, inhale, inhale here. And exhale, flex, scoop, tuck, move through the vertebrae. Nice and easy. And inhale, extend. You can do this at your own pace. You don't have to go with me. Just create movement through the back. Find a nice roll happening through the spine. Try and create movement through the tighter parts of your vertebrae. Exhale, lifting into your round back. Inhale into your flat back. Neutral that spine now. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees up and stretch the legs into your upside down feet position. Try flatten your feet as best you can and push away from the floor. Now this may be tough for some of you. If it's so exceptionally tough, you can do it on your knees and just find a stretch through your rest position. But your hips are on top of your knees, you're lengthening through your spine. If you're ready to hold a bit more weight and push up into that down dog, hold it here with me. Align your ears with your arms. Flatten those feet, lift the tailbone up, find the length, find the stretch. Let the blood go to the head. We want to be able to hold these kinds of positions with strength. We want to be able to breathe and not get dizzy. If you don't do this often, it's going to feel a lot more difficult or uncomfortable than if you're more used to doing it. Great, and then walk slowly back to your hands and feet, soften your knees, tuck in your belly, and roll up that spine. Up all the way, nice and tall. Roll down to finish off, everybody. Breathing in. Lift those arms up, circle them nice and high, nod your chin. Exhale, roll down. Just allow your spine to fall off of your hips. Letting your neck and shoulders go, just hang there. Nodding the head, yes and no, loosening it up. Taking a nice deep breath in. And exhale, rolling back up to the top, all the way up. Well done. And that's it.